We'll see Kirk Cousins to start the night. A chance for Dylan Drummond to return it for Atlanta. And ball comes out. Here is Bijan Robinson. Has to hesitate.
Took over as quarterback as well.
Robinson. Third down and 7. Protection is there. London downfield, nearly picked by Xavier Smith. Waits for it. Good high hanging punt and back. Flag flies near the 11. Smith reverses field, gets to the sideline. Remember, a flag's down, and now Seattle. Here's Cleat.
During the kick, illegal block in the back, receiving team number 25.
Is what Matthew Stafford has done. He is going to hand to Kyron Williams.
In week 17 for the league MVP.
Play action here. Stafford out to his right. Has room in front of him. Airs it out downfield. And he in
professional football for a living. You can only imagine what he goes through each week to be prepared.
In inches.
After replay assist, it's been determined that the runner did catch the ball. However, he is short of the line to gain.
Ethan Evans will punt it. Devin Tompkins is waiting and calls for a fair catch.
To him, Joe, that he is much healthier than he was a year ago.
Looked like maybe a false start that the Falcons just
this offseason was surprised to be back in Atlanta.
That was Sills in motion. Good protection over the middle. That's Sills with a catch.
Earlier start against Miami when Cousins was the quarterback.
Play action.
LA, and he's had a great year for him.
Algier in the backfield. He gets it over the right side. Third down and 8. Here comes Landman. And here's a completion to Mooney. Mooney, who started this season slow. He broke his collarbone on the first day of camp. Here's play action from Cousins. Mooney, the target 9, with comments and all that. That's about as forcefully as he can say anything.
For the Falcons was to draft a quarterback. It was a rich quarterback draft last year.
Third down and 2. Sills finds a hole in this defense. Here's Robinson right side. Finds a crease.
This year, they've been able to bring that back to the offense.
Second down and goal. Why not toss it back to Robinson? And there is nothing there. Third down and goal. Floated. Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. Super Bowl.
Been a while. Off the ball, and Bijan comes up the field. He works across against that zone look. Cousins has to hang in the pocket. Byron Young was barreling down on him.
End of the year, trying to finish strong and excite some other team.
They're not so sure he won't be back again.
Stafford, good protection, and what a play. It's a tremendous play.
He plays it like a defensive back. I mean, he was up at the line of scrimmage last year, but a really versatile player.
Stafford well protected again. Parkinson. Just to go further, Raheem Morris, their head coach, was a Rams defensive coordinator for 3 years. He knows Stafford well. Stafford, what a good job. Drew the deep.
So Colby Parkinson, he's just not quite able to handle. It was about as well thrown as you can have.
Here's a handoff.
3 tight ends, and they kind of get the best of both worlds from that personnel.
If it's the smart thing to do.
Third down and short, and a completion. Handoff to Coleman, and a nice catcher for him. Second down and 7, play action. Davis Allen for Atlanta. And it's right here with that hands to the
use
face.
Hands to the face.
Ronnie
Defense
Harrison.
number 36.
It creates more space in such small areas as Devontae Adams.
Here's Parkinson on first.
Surprise, he's not playing tonight.
Play action, Stafford out to his left. Stafford A handoff and the play's made in the backfield. Side of the playoff picture. But they are playing inspired football here in the first quarter tonight. What a play that was to stop the Rams on 4th down.
About the first down.
On 2nd down and 6. Here's Bijan Robinson as they set up a screen. So good with room in front, and he's 7. It's week number 17, the final game of this week. One more week to go in the regular season. Tonight, it's Atlanta out in front by 7. Algier in the backfield. On 1st down, he gets it. A really good back.
Well, Algier is taking a back seat to him, but still a really solid running back.
Algier on 2.
Rank those 4 guys, but they're all right there together.
Algier trying to cut it back and does a nice job.
Former head coach Arthur Smith for developing that part of his game.
Here's Pitts, his first of the night.
He's going to make a lot of money this offseason with someone.
Cousins able to complete. London
Going to get us back in the promised land.
Here's Robinson on 1st down. 9th play of the drive, and they haven't crossed midfield until now.
He can feel him. He senses them. This time it's Jarrett Verse, and he just puts his foot in the ground, and Verse doesn't know what happened to him. He thought he was on pace for a collision, and then he turns really.
Things he's noticed about their game. Just a different level of player.
Yep, special guy. 3rd down and 9. Sideline shot and
drive.
Pinion, end over end punt and a fair catch. Kyron Williams over the right side, gets to the edge and
of blocking the perimeter and giving the running back an open lane.
Nakua on the sideline, and Kyron
has been locking down the right tackle spot for a number of years, but McClendon has been awfully good.
Throw is picked off, intercepted by Bates. It was high for Mumfield. Bates, pick 6. As far as points per game, averaging over 30 a week. They've been shut out. And on the road here in week 17, trail by 14 to the Atlanta Falcons.
He works, he shows up at the line of scrimmage, but he's going to work back to center field. And he just has eyes on Matthew Stafford. And with this ball that goes high, he's in a perfect position there playing center field to intercept it. That's his 27th career interception. He is a ball hawking safety in his 13th.
Stole time with Brett Favre. That's when you know you've been playing a long time. 17th season for the former #1 overall pick out of Georgia. Back in the state of Georgia as Whitting
with the Atlanta organization.
Play action from Stafford. He finds Parkinson the tight. 2nd and 4. Corum can't.
Really good, and you start losing starters, it impacts you.
Stafford protected. He's got a man, and a diving catch by Terrence Ferguson. Where the Atlanta Falcons traded back into the 1st round to draft James Pierce. Here's a nice run by Corum to get the most that he could out of from the Falcons.
Which is why this game is even more important for the LA Rams.
Flag on the play. Nakua, what a catch!
And he's one of them.
Illegal formation. Offense. Number 72 is not on the line of scrimmage.
Again right now. 2nd down and 13. And 3rd down to Andy 11. Ferguson in motion. Here is a throw low for.
Kind of splitting the load a little bit. So even though he's the backup, he's a big part of this offense.
Ethan Evans. Great punt. Apsey south. As Cousins just keeps it to get a little bit of a round robin head-to-head. So they're watching this game thinking, why not take a type similar skill sets. But now Corum is injured and back getting looked at. It's going with Xavier Smith waiting. Pinion gets rid of it and hits a beauty.
Sure did.
Booming back to a 35. Smith on the return.
I would have thought, but here they are with a 14-0 lead.
That was a 61-yard punt. Here is a shot downfield. Flags on the play. The ball is intercepted by Xavier Watts with 1:37 left.
Pass interference, offense number 19. Penalties decline. Result of the day is a first down, Atlanta.
You see the right hand and the right arm extended. And Watts with a brilliant interception. The rookie third-round pick from Notre Dame. That's his fourth. And how about Caden Ellis?
Caden Ellis was running from the line underneath. Sort of that is Xavier Watts in this year's draft, and he's a promising player.
Here's Robinson, right side. Nice cutback. He's gone. Can anybody catch him?
Not tonight.
McCreary chasing. Won't get there. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ellis, Xavier Watts made the play defensively. And then they hand to Bijan Robinson. He turned on the Jets. Roger McCreary could not get there. And it's 21-0. Falcons on top.
The call of the safety. He's the unblocked guy. He's the one who has to make the play. But in talking with Bijan Robinson, he said he always knows who the unblocked defender is. It's his job to make him miss. And boy, he makes a lot of people miss. And that's what he's been doing in his short career. And what should have been a tackle for a loss, or at least no gain, is 90-plus yards for a touchdown.
Here's Whittington on the return. Let's go back through NFL history. Most scrimmage yards before the age of 24 in NFL history.
There's Monter. And I hate to say it, but he sure reminds me a lot of Barry Sanders.
What a throw and catch. 3 timeouts. Here's another one. Catch and run.
A lot of time off the clock here. I thought McVay would use one of the timeouts.
Yeah. Here's one downfield. And
Rams came into this game wanting to pound them, and they were unable to get any running game going.
Here is a sack. They won it all in 2021. What a half for the Falcons, up 21. Stay tuned. All-State halftime comes your way next. To visit with Sean McVay coming out after halftime. We'll give you that in a moment. As Whittington returns it for the Rams. Able to break that one-on-one tackle. Good return. I don't see any flags. And he's all right, Lisa. Thank you. 38-yard kick returned by Whittington as Stafford is sacked again.
But he's got a direct path at Matthew Stafford for the sack.
Second down and 17. Catch over the middle by Nakua.
The bell. And one of their best defensive performances against the run all year.
Third down and 6. Stafford protection's good this time. Now out to his right. Diving tackle. Alaric Jackson.
Atlanta showing they're coming.
Fourth down and 6. Stafford steps up and completes. He's got Smith. Xavier Smith. Kyron Williams runs into deep. Play action, and now it's Smith. Got a block, and then gets pass breakups and leads the team now with 4 picks. Stafford's in trouble and wrapped up. Third try. Second kicker of the year for the Rams.
Is the fact that he's yet to play for a winning team and he's yet to make the postseason. And that's a shame because hopefully he will soon.
Dylan Drummond on the return. Falcons record 93-yard run for the touchdown in the first half. Breaks the tackle and there he goes. Down inside the 40. What a night.
That's pretty good. There's not a lot of backs in this league that make defenders look that silly.
And good ones. Jared Verse is a Pro Bowl. 7. They just get it away. You heard Cousins say we got to go. They go right back to number 7. He gets a block from his Pro Bowl for a Super Bowl team in '98. And now Bijan Robinson, who gets it again. Just in 3 years now.
Always did well, was made the first guy miss.
Backpedaling, Sills with the catch. A good night Want to talk seeding for the Rams here during.
And then Kirk Cousins and the offense for Atlanta comes right back down and gets them back, as you said.
Rams hung on to win that game. The division will be won by San Francisco or Seattle. They play next Saturday night. The number 6 seed is very much in play, especially now with the way this game is going. Here's for the Rams. I'll tell you how they could be either one here in a second. Is Williams with a win in Week 18 at home against Arizona and a Seattle win in San Francisco next Saturday night. Here's a spinning catch by Parkinson, able to hang on to the
week. Whoever gets that bye week is going to need it, and they will have earned it.
Stafford's got a man. He's got a touchdown, the rookie Ferguson.
This way, Ferguson's working up, but then he's going to go back to the corner. So it ties in as though he's going to continue on that deep crosser, and that's what the defense is expecting.
Back-to-back scoring drives. 3 and now 7. Ferguson. His home stadium over Cincinnati. And he is doing his best to fire up his team.
Percent of the team's offense, the most in the league for one player. Tonight he has 70%.
Wide open is Mooney against LA.
The ruling on the field, it's a completed catch. We got personal foul, unnecessary roughness, roughing the passer, number 94. It's a 15-yard penalty for the end of the run. First down, Atlanta.
You're going to see that Kirk Cousins, I mean, the protection is not that bad. He's hanging in there, and at the last minute, there's the hit. I guess it must have been body weight is what I'm guessing based on the end of it, because he didn't come in helmet to, yeah, that's exactly what it was.
78 landing on 37-year-old Kirk Cousins. Play action from Cousins. Here's Robinson. Caught it on his hip, broke a tackle, and then gets stood. Second down and 2. Robinson just picked up the first down by himself. Robinson right side, tripped up.
Get him on the ground.
Cue the text from Jason Garrett. Here's Algier.
Ball team, and have made him look pretty average.
Third down and 2, and Algier is brought down. 7. Blocked. And that was big Jared Verse. He's gone. He waved to the Falcons bench on his way for the touchdown.
Gets right through there, does an outstanding job. I mean, nobody even really puts a hand on him. He just gets right up the field. Didn't take much for him to get his hands on that. It shows the speed that he has.
It's a 10-point swing. And that was as clean as they get.
Well, I said it earlier in the game, Joe. We all know the troubles that the Rams have had on special teams. There he is signaling the foul.
Block, and the Pro Bowler made the play. This ball is trapped by Tompkins. And this game feels a lot different now. He made an impact and changed the tenor of what we're watching. Here's a nice catch by Bijan. 76 yards the other way. Peace. I'm out. So are we. Fourth quarter coming up. Great song, but also has been given all this great sound from the line of scrimmage. Our lead audio in. Okay. Sounds like a challenge. Second down and 7. Bijan over the left side. Byron Young came in. Track signed a 1-year deal with the Rams. Has already signed a 3-year extension. They block him up. The quarter. Fourth down and 4. In the punt from Pinion. Xavier Smith from about the 9. Broke 1 tackle.
Well, this possession has a much different feel for LA than most of them tonight.
Stafford keeps Puka. And the 90% completion percentage, 250-plus pass yards, and 5 pass touchdowns in a game. Kyren Williams.
And they finally were able to get a crease with Kyren Williams.
Protection is good underneath. It's Parkinson. Diablo on the tackle. Second and a long one. Kyren Williams picks it up. And Good protection. Parkinson with a catch. Had to reach.
Hamstring running down that sideline. Thought he was going to call a timeout.
Here's Nakua. Nate
by himself down here.
He's got Terrell. Pierce coming off the edge. Ball's free. There is a flag, and it may have been defensive offside. Watch. Here's the call.
Offside. Defense, number 27.
Just gets going a little bit too soon. Just enough. Those guys really cheat. They're right there. So any kind of movement, you know, they are then in the neutral zone. And
Kyren Williams on third down. Not much. Quick throw, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Watts, his second of the night. And the rookie with blocking, tiptoeing into the end zone. Another pick six.
Watts on this play, he never back up. He just stays put right there, and he's reading Stafford the entire way, waiting for him to turn it loose. Anybody comes in his area, Ferguson does, and he just jumps it.
Blakeman will sort it out. Ruling on the field is that the runner stepped out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It will be a lettuce ball at that spot. However, after the play, we have unsportsmanlike conduct on the bench where an official ran into a coach. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down, Atlanta.
Offensively, to keep this a one-possession game. Here's the sideline with the official running into a Falcons staff member.
So first down from the 42. Watts with a 2-interception
that kept them from being able to tie it. But this has been one of those nights for him.
2nd and 4.
Do a lot of good things offensively against this group.
Here is a near pick.
Because he doesn't want to get sacked. Almost a big mistake to not allow at least.
And Xavier Smith waiting for it. No flag for that contact. He's thrown 3 interceptions tonight. Here is a handoff to Kyren Williams. Break it out,
and McVay would like to do it.
They fake it to Williams and now throw it to Kyren Williams, and there's a lot of room in front of him. Stafford, Williams, back.
Expect that to continue, but the Falcons have done a good job on him.
Here's Ronnie Rivers with just his 9th carry of the. Flag on the play. Nakua downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, but a flag is down.
Holding. Offense, number 72.
Nakua, and one called back because of another penalty on Humphreys, right at the bottom. I mean, it's just an absolute takedown. And then here's the other end of it in this catch that he just seems to make look routine week after week.
3rd time tonight the Rams have lost a gain of 30 or more yards to a penalty. And on 1st and 20, Kyren Williams watching, shaking his head. Made all starts this season until tonight. Parkinson lowers his shoulder. Good, strong catch and run. They hand off, they pick it up. Kyren Williams. Rams are back in the red zone. They're 0 for 2 in the red zone, trying to score touchdowns. How about Nakua? He says.
So they get the ball out to Puka Nakua. There's Smith, Parkinson, the double team there, and they just ride him all the way up into Henderson. And you see that movement, and so Nakua just gets in behind it and then runs through Henderson for the touchdown.
Well, I'm going to bring up some bad history for the Falcons.
When Jared Verse blocked it and ran it in for a touchdown, but they're asking themselves how they let it get away.
I get the feeling that's something you might do. Instead, they play action, and Cousins almost throws a 2nd down and 10 now. Cousins, pressure, Pitts. Minutes to go. 6 total timeouts on the board. Here's Robinson.
Or at least being able to get in field goal range.
Bijan Robinson starts, stop. Have to think one's coming after this play. Robinson first down plus. Got Robinson 5 yards away from a 200-yard game. Algier, nullus since his 8th game with the Falcons. 2nd down and 9. Algier cutting back, and he's to the line. Odd. That's 3 straight runs by Algier, who has. He got it. Split. Take some more time off the clock. Stafford. He's got a man. Wide open was Ridge. The Falcons take a timeout. 2nd down. Aired out. 2-2 Atwell. Has it hit off his hand.
And he had an opportunity. You see right here at the very end, just trying to, he's got one self, but 2 big opportunities, which you wouldn't expect to see in this situation.
They got to go to the sideline now. It's Nakua. He grabbed it. Let's take a look. They have not ruled whether it's a catch or not.
I mean, how do you even
Ruling
give
on
that?
the field is an incomplete pass. Brings up 4th down from the previous spot.
Well, I mean, what am I seeing that they don't? Because that looks like a catch.
I think this is a better look at it.
That's incredible. That's a one-handed, left-handed
That's a catch. Both.
But that ball came out, and by the time he
After
grabs
review,
it,
the ruling
he's
on
out.
the field stands as called. It is an incomplete pass. Brings up 4th down.
That last look, when you look at it from that angle, it looks like a catch all the way, but it was not.
And I'm getting the ball with too much space between the ball carrier and the defender.
Down the sideline, and it's broken up by Terrell. On the 49ers for not just the NFC West title, but the #1 seed and a bye week. Falcons get their 3rd straight win. Rams fall to 11-5. For Troy and Lisa and Laura, I'm Joe, our producer. Steve Ackles, our director. Artie Kemner. It's been a fun night tonight. This has been a presentation of the NFL and ESPN Monday Night Postgame presented by Nationwide. Up next, here's SVP.